Ahoy hoy, it's your boy Attack Slug, and I am here with the final episode of Zangeki no Reginleiv, and I wanted to provide some live commentary along with it so you can understand how I've been playing this game through the last 62 episodes. This is a game that I imported back when it came out for the Wii, because I thought that, hey, this is probably never going to get a release in English, and I was right. It never happened, and I kind of put the blame on Nintendo of America, as I usually do, because Nintendo of America doesn't like to localize a lot of stuff. So this is one of the big games in Japan to push the Motion Plus before they had put out things like Skyward Sword. And it's significant because it is the equivalent of an M-rated game, or, well, close to that, in Japan, which is why the box is black, but the actual plastic is black. Now, I am running this off of a hard drive through a USB loader because there was a translation patch for all these menus, well, a lot of these menus, and so I found that to be, for me, at least a bit easier, and then having on the hard driving helps with your load times. So I guess this is a game from Sandlot, the makers of the Earth Defense Force series, and they are basically known for big aliens and explosions and low frame rates. But their games are, above all else, a whole lot of fun. So they got funded by Nintendo to make this game, and it took them quite a while to get it out, and it ended up being only released in Japan, which is a shame, because I think it's a lot of fun, but I understand that also, you know, Nintendo of America may not have wanted to publish it here because it's a pretty bloody game. Now, I'm going to play the last mission, so you're not going to see a lot of that, because the last boss is not a humanoid type thing, but I will show you that as with Earth Defense Force, you've got multiple characters. I've been playing as the dude for a lot of these missions because I upgraded his health the most. And the weapon count, or how they handle the weapons, and I'll show you the list here. So, you collect things in the stages from defeating the enemies to get different collectibles, and those you're cashed in to craft weapons. So this is maybe a third, if not a little less, of the weapons in the game. So obviously, I've been playing on easy, and I don't have the things I need to unlock, you know, further weapons that would require a lot more grinding, and I've already played almost 30 hours of this, so I feel pretty good about how much I've played and the extent of that. And really, Sandlot games, to me, are more fun, let me turn this down a little bit, more fun when you're playing in multiplayer, and this particular one does not have local multiplayer, it's only online multiplayer, and considering that none of my friends bought this game, that just wasn't going to happen. So, be that as it may, we are going to go in here, and obviously you got all kinds of different, you know, swords and hammers and spears, and I'm just going with the sword and the bow and arrow. And we're going to go in here to the last mission. I am playing on easy, only because I want to get this video in under like a half an hour from the actual mission itself, because I played through it before and it took longer than that. So here we have the last boss. Obviously I don't speak or read any Japanese, so I don't understand any of this stuff. Is all supposed to be based on like Norse mythology or something. The problem with the more powerful bows and arrows is that they take a long time to actually charge up. So he's probably going to try to get some. He's going to miss. Good. Some attacks in, and that's the reason that you want the more powerful ones, is because they do a significant amount of damage. Now the sword stuff in here, which is the big, you know, appeal of this game in the first place, is that it's all, much like Skyward Sword, a one-to-one approximation of where you are swinging the sword. Wow, you just... Alright, so that was the first form. Now he's gonna grow his wings, and fly around like an asshole, and, it becomes more difficult to actually get the sword and stuff into him. So we need to do more of the. He's gonna do this little spear thing here. I'm gonna be blocking it. Blocking is really important in terms of not taking a whole shitload of damage. But you got to be aware of some of his attacks, and that's gonna miss. So just no, gonna block that. Another hallmark of the Stand-A-Lot games and Earth Defense Force is destructibility. Now, it's not as much of a big deal in. He's gonna go right above me. That's fine. Fuck you. Destructibility is. Let's see, I got hit. A big deal, and it's not as big of a deal in this game, only because it's a lot of like medieval times type stuff. So you're not going to see a lot of giant buildings and such, which is kind of a shame. But what they have added, no, I'm gonna get hit by that. Maybe not. What they have added though to compensate is that there is a lot of dismemberment technology. So a lot of the enemies, get hit by that. A lot of the enemies, you can cut off their arms and their legs, and they'll keep crawling at you, and that stuff is really cool. So that kind of makes up for not having the building destructibility, and I get hit by that again. So I did upgrade my health significantly, so I'm not in. Where'd he go? I'm not in as big of a. Now he's gonna do something. I'm not in as big of a danger to dying, although when it gets into the later forms, it is certainly possible for me to be getting hit significantly. That is why I chose the particular set of bow and arrow that I did, and I'm not a big fan of this form. Now, if I was playing as the female character Freya, it might be a little bit easier because some of her bows and arrows are heat-seeking ones. I should probably block that. Or no, actually, it wasn't even close. Now he's just kind of retreating here, which is because he'll probably do his charge up assault and come after me significantly. But so she has the heat-seeking stuff, which is nice. But the downside to that, and obviously there's always a downside and an upside, is that her health and her power stuff, like her swords, are significantly less powerful. I just want to stay there. Stay there another couple seconds. Nope, fuck me up, and I'm flying in the air. So the problem with this game that I have is that you really can't. I mean, they give you the option to play on the classic controller Pro. He's gonna do an attack here. I'm not gonna have enough time to. I probably could have stayed and not got hit by that, but better safe than sorry. I tried playing with the Classic Controller Pro, and it's not a good experience. It's not fun, and I missed. So, he's gonna do his spin drill. It should be far enough away to not affect me, and hopefully I can get a Stay put, stay put, stay put. Gotcha. Alright. So he's gonna knock his stuff up here, and he's gonna drop health, and so now I'm back up to almost where I was on my health. Now, hopefully, this should put him into his next form. He seems pretty mad about it. But yeah, playing this with the Motion Plus is kind of exhausting because your run speed is not that great, and to do your dash movement, you got to keep shifting the nunchuck, which sucks. To be quite honest with you. And then, like, with any other Wii game, doing like the slashing and everything else is just, after a while, it's tiring, and this is not a short game, so that part of it is unfortunate, and I don't know where he's going, so I'm gonna. Oh, there goes the frame rate. So yeah, Sandlot's kind of infamous for frame rate stuff, and this. All right, so he's gonna transform into his next form here, which is, I want to say, the beginning of his spaceship form. So, spoilers, he turns into a giant fucking spaceship. I don't, I'm sure they're explaining it in the voice work, but I don't speak the language, so I couldn't tell you. I do want whatever he dropped, and the unfortunate part of this camera stuff is it makes you focus on what he's doing, which, you know, is important, and now he's a spaceship. Alright, so I'm going to go over here. The white dots on the map are always going to be health, so I'm going to top off my health here because I need it, because this laser crap that he's going to start spewing is going to be annoying. Alright, so health is topped off. Here's his first form of his spaceships. He's going to spawn these little enemies. These are only really important because they'll drop health occasionally, not always. So that's why he'll keep spawning those. And because it's not as important with the character that I'm playing, but it is important with the girl, is that she has a wand that shoots stuff, and the only way to recharge that wand is alright, I put the lasers. The only way to recharge that wand is to use your sword. The lasers aren't going to hurt me that much. They're just kind of more annoying than anything. So I'm going to get in here and see if I can't knock these out right quick, because these arrows do about 1,000 damage, which is going to help me significantly. I'm hoping that actually hit. Oh, yeah. It did. Now, there are other arrows that are explosive arrows, and those do more damage, but they've also got splash damage. Alright, so I took care of one of the, yeah, not for you. They also have splash damage, which is, as I don't have to tell you, when they do 2,000 damage and I have 1,000 health, that is a significantly bad thing. So, I didn't use that bow and arrow for that reason specifically, was because there's always a danger of being able to kill yourself real easily, and there were certainly a couple of episodes that I did when I was like doing the underground stuff, where I was in the mines, or whatever the hell that was, where I was using those, as you've seen if you've watched any other videos, and the episodes that obviously I didn't air were the ones where I died because the enemies were too close and totally messed me up. So that. Now you can adjust a lot of these aiming systems so that they're not as intrusive. You can adjust the camera to be, you know, not as close to your guy. Alright, that dropped the thing, so I killed that one. That's going to come down and explode. That won't hurt me. Much like how the buildings falling in Earth Defense Force don't hurt you. So that's nice. Now, I'm sure there's all kinds of plot going on here that I'm not paying attention to because, to be honest, I, you know, wouldn't understand anyway. I have finished this stage twice. It's kind of taken me a bit to... Is that it? Wow. That actually worked better than I expected. Hopefully I'll be able to get through this in a good amount of time. So, all in all, I don't know that I like this more than Earth Defense Force. I think it was certainly an interesting direction for Sandlot to go in for a non-Earth Defense Force game, but it is not something that I would come back to, much like I come back to Earth Defense Force pretty constantly. But, be that as it may, I'm certainly interested in, you know, whatever else Sandlot could possibly do with a traditional controller, because I'm not a big fan of motion controls. Now, I've taken down all four of... He's going to keep spawning these guys who aren't going to do that much damage because obviously I'm playing on easy. And I can just, you know, slash them a couple slashes and they'll die. So now what's going to happen is that the center, which is the important thing, is going to open. And so I want to be ready for that. And that opens. They're not going to do that much damage with their stupid little lasers. But now that I've taken out all the things, I can do this. And that's a significant damage, but it's only going to open for a little bit, so I'm probably going to miss when it closes here, but hopefully make it, shoot! Nice! Alright, so, what's going to happen here, after I do X amount of damage, is that it's going to get real mad at me, and, it's going to spawn new spires, new spires on the spaceships that are, like, covered in fire, and kind of pissed at me. But you can ignore those. I'm not sure if I'm going to fight those or not. I probably will take out at least one or two of them, because they're kind of annoying because they constantly shoot fireballs at you. We're just going to open up here, and we're going to fire. And then we're going to do it again, because, I mean, I can go in there with my sword and attack him, but that's not going to do nearly as much damage as I am going to get with these 1,000 hit points with the bow and arrow, which is why I brought it. Because the sword, obviously, you can see is only doing 150 per. Take out some of these. So these will keep spawning, like, because because of how it works that I explained with the girl, these have to keep spawning because you gotta be able to have a way to keep her, be able to keep her, magic charged. So sometimes this doesn't, see, it does that, and I'm only gonna get him one because, I'm not even getting none, because I got fucked here. What a waste. So, the problem that you run into with the bow and arrow is that it's very specific on how it wants you to pull back that arrow. And not really a fan of that, because it's annoying. Alright, let me get ready here. Yeah, I kind of start over here, and then hold A and B, and then pull back, and then hold. And that's honestly probably the most tedious thing in this game. Is having to do this over and over again. Yeah, that's ideally, if I can keep getting like 4,000 damage, I'll be able to get done with this. No, not gonna make a second one. Pretty quickly. I would say pretty soon he's gonna get mad and have his other spires, and when he gets the other spires up and running, then he will also start spawning these other dudes that are also a pain in the ass. But not going to do a whole lot of damage, only because I am playing, as I said, on easy. So he's gonna, I'm ready to go here. He just needs to open up. So I'm taking a little bit of damage, but not significant. There we go. That was pretty alright. Now he's mad. So these things are gonna constantly be firing fireballs at me, and it is in my best interest to take them out as soon as possible. He's spawning some of this other nonsense, so we're gonna hope I can make it through here and not get hit before I actually get this shot off. Oh, well, got the shot off, which is important. But now I'm getting my ass, like, not good. And there goes the frame rate, and there are helper characters. Did I actually kill that in one shot? That's fantastic. Alright. There are helper characters, but, you know, like most games with helper characters, they really don't do much of anything. So we're just gonna take our sweet time in hopefully getting this shot off and knocking out this motherfucking thing. One more? Alright, one more. So I'm hoping that the one thing that the other characters are doing is that they are taking the brunt of the fire in terms of, you know, just distracting these big spire things that are shooting fireballs at me, because, to be honest, that is really annoying. I mean, I don't mind the lasers, because the lasers won't knock you off from what you're doing. It is... And these guys are just, you know, whatever. The lasers won't, you know, disrupt your focus. The fireballs are the problem, because they will knock you off your feet and obviously, that's an issue. So, we're gonna kind of take a little trip over here, and so you can see I'm just constantly doing this. That's really annoying. That's not, like, I'm not sure on what planet that is supposed to be fun, because it's just the worst. I'm probably gonna get hit here. Yep. So, it's kind of important to understand and know where your surroundings are so you don't get messed up too bad. I'm hoping I'm not... Make it. Nope! So yeah, these spires, I mean, I could keep attacking the center, but these spires are going to keep doing their fireball bullshit, and as far as I'm concerned, that's just, you know, bad news. I'm not sure that's going to hit me or not, so I'm going to just hope that it doesn't. I'm going to hope. Alright. Takes care of that spire. And so you can see my health is still way up there because I've actually managed to take these things out pretty quickly. The last bow and arrow that I was using was only doing about 300 damage as opposed to 1,000. And granted, it was firing faster, but the trade-off was kind of not worth it. So now we're gonna see if I can't take out this last. That's gonna hit me. This last spire here, and then focus all of my fire on the center, and then that should be the end of the game. I'm probably gonna hit stop on my video when that happens, and then you guys can kind of, you know, watch the ending cutscene and the ending credits. I don't know how long that'll take, and I know that on my phone, I only have about an hour of, you know, before it just auto stops, and I don't want to have to try and sync up more than one video, because that's a fucking pain in the ass. So, I'm gonna do this. That takes that out. Alright, so now, I'm no longer dealing with this fireball bullshit. These guys are gonna keep spawning, but that's kind of inconsequential. So I'm gonna kind of just make my way over here into... I'm not gonna get that health, because I might need it. I doubt it, but I might need it, and you never know. So it's always important to not always... I mean, if you're at almost full health, you know, don't pick up the health pickups, because, like, why would you? Even though I understand that it's... Alright, this is gonna... I need to kill some of these guys, because the lasers are fine, but these guys with the arms that stretch out are just real fucking annoying. Alright. Probably not gonna make this, but we'll try anyway. Go. Fuck! But yeah, these guys are just gonna keep I can kill all of them, and they'll just spawn some more, which is possibly the worst thing. Alright, I'm gonna want to get closer here, and then hopefully none of those arm guys will interrupt my animation here, and I'll be able to shoot this motherfucker as soon as he opens. I'm hoping. I'm only seeing flying guys right now, so I'm hoping that the other guys are distracted enough to not fuck me up. There's definitely like a guy behind me that potentially ruin my... Make it! Got it. So when I do enough damage and that thing turns like black is when I've beaten the game. So at this point it's kind of just a matter of persistence. That guy's one. Slash him in half and make him fall apart. Alright, so now I can resume doing this. See, I don't know that the Motion Plus necessarily adds that much to the game, but I do know that trying to play it with the Classic Controller Pro is borderline impossible. So, would not recommend it to anyone. This is certainly the way to play the game, although, obviously, if you don't care for motion controls, much like I don't care for motion controls, it is not a very fun way to play that. Like, I still technically, I mean, if you want to really get down to it, I had fun playing it, between, you know, just how crazy the game gets and how many enemies that they throw at you, but the actual act of how I gotta sit here and wave around this waggle bullshit is not fun. And you do get the fidelity of the Motion Plus, and you know that does help when you want to target certain body parts or whatever. But at the end of the day, you are still waggling around the controller. And all right, so that's the end. I killed him. We're gonna step back here and watch this whole thing just come down and explode and whatever else. But that was the last boss. Mission clear because these you know other fodder enemies don't matter. And I beat that shit. Booyah. I just wander around here. I mean, they give you a couple seconds to collect this shit, you know, which is nice because this is the stuff if you're continuing to you know to play more, you want that stuff to unlock more weapons. But as of this video, I am officially done playing any more of this game. I did do a bit of grinding in between 62 and this one to, you know, get this stuff taken care of. But I'm not going to sit here and talk over this part because I was going to do this and it's going to do that in credits. Obviously, I'm going to record that, and you're going to, you know, if you want to watch the rest of that, you are certainly free to. But this ends my explanation and my video series on Zangeki and Reginleiv. If you are wondering why I chose this game, one because it's a Sandlot game, and I fucking love Sandlot, and two, I couldn't find any other complete playthroughs on YouTube. So I thought, hey, I own the game. I own a capture kit. I do apologize for the black bar around the thing. That is a Wii-specific issue with how the Wii frame buffer works with capture kits, and I couldn't quite solve that, so that's just kind of an unfortunate reality that it doesn't quite scale that up. But nevertheless, I am Attack Slug. This has been Zangeki no Reginleiv for the Nintendo Wii, which I totally own. Check it out, it's the disc. The manual's full color, which is always sweet. And that's it. So, I'm planning on doing other video series with actual commentary over them. I haven't really decided how it's going to work yet. I have to kind of work through the technical issues, because I want to do it with a webcam and not my cell phone, which having to sync up this stuff is always kind of a pain in the ass. So, that's it. I'm going to stop talking, watch this, watch the rest of the credits, and that's it. So, it's Attack Slug, signing the fuck out.
そしてまた全てが始まる。
神もいない。巨人もいない。ただ人だけがいる世界。
全ては新しい世界の礎となる。おい、いつまでいる気だよ。
いいじゃん。お兄ちゃんだけ一人暮らしなんてずるいよ。それに彼女もいないんだし、もったいないじゃん。
そりゃそうだけど、お母さんは寂しがるぞ。
金曜日には帰るって。
金曜だぞ。ちゃんと聞いたからな。
そういえば、なんでフライデーって言うか知ってる？
ごまかすなよ。金曜には絶対に帰れよ。
フライデーはね、フレイヤの日って意味なんだって。すっごい美人の女神様の名前らしいよ。
ごまかすなって。
そんな女神様がいるなら会ってみたいよね。
だからごまかすな。
ずっと昔に。